धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Sairam. I welcome you all to the DSC Center. Thanks for joining us on this auspicious day of Guru Poornima celebrations to show our gratitude to our Guru, to pay respects and to celebrate our beloved Swami, Shri Sati Sai Baba. I'll introduce myself. My name is Sailesh Krishnamurthy. Most of you here know me. I've been a student of Swami for more than 20 years, and I've been with the DSC Center for 5 years now. I'm glad to have started this occasion with the Guru Padaka Stotram, talking about the importance and the role of our Guru in our lives, and offering our salutations to the lotus feet of our divine Guru Swami. Swami actually talks about Padaka Puja specifically in many of his discourses. Swami insists that Guru Puja is not just showing respect to your Guru, showing reverence to your Guru, washing their feet. It's about internally installing and instilling their padukas in your hearts so that you show gratitude in your hearts by following their teachings, following their footsteps. And I call upon all of you here to do that, to instill Swami's padukas in your hearts and follow his teachings and footsteps. The term guru has a lot of connotations these days. It's been diluted to mean an expert in a field. We have financial gurus, we have fitness gurus, we have lifestyle gurus. A guru is not someone who's an expert in a field who tells you exactly what to do. A guru is someone who is selfless, who shows you the path to realization, most importantly, self-realization. Gurus play a vital role in shaping our thoughts and actions. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, right? Gurus remove the darkness from our hearts, the darkness of ignorance. The completely selfless nature of a guru and the lack of envy is what defines a guru. With that, I'll add that Swami teaches that the true guru will lead us to discover that we are our own guru, the God within. We have an excellent program here planned for you today. Please sit back and relax. Before we start, I would like to add a couple of housekeeping rules. No food in the founders hall, the main hall of the sanctuary today. Water bottles are okay. After the event, we have food packed for you. Please pick up your food and we request you to silently disperse. People who have already volunteered for altar tear down and cleanup are supposed to stay back and clean up. Everyone else is requested to collect your prasadams and silently disperse. I would like to kickstart the session today by inviting Murali Uncle to introduce our speaker, Dr. Joe.
Saramal, it's my privilege and honor. It's my privilege and honor to introduce Dr. Joe Phaneuf. We fondly call him as Dr. Joe. It's not that he is strange to us, he is not new to us, but one very interesting facet which I just came to know today, probably a few minutes back, is that Dr. Joe has started attending Sai Center first in Dallas in the year 1985. So it's revealing, okay? Thanks for those who shared this information. Just got it confirmed with Dr. Joe, none other than. There are 4 basic facets. I was just going through his bio and talking to him for the last half an hour. And the 4 facets which really resonated with me. And many of you know that he is by profession a dermatologist. He is a physician and he has been practicing it. He started his practice here anyway, but he is practicing for the last 30 years or more than that, 85, 15 plus 45, 40, 50 years. First time, that's the first facet of it. And second one is he is into SSSIO as a medical professional. He is contributing much to that one. And he is currently the chairman of the medical committee for USA. He is serving that one. And how many of you know that SSSIO has first started the first free medical clinic in Ashland in 2005. And he is heading that one. He's the director of that one since the inception in 2005. That's about his medical profession. Then he's very, very passionate about Swami's teachings. In '86, he met Swami in person. He was very impressed, or he is touched by Swami, and he started diving deeply into Swami's teaching. Since then, he is going through that one, and he wants to imbibe those and practice them. He has been practicing it, and one of his passions, one of his facets is imbibing them, practicing it, and communicating it. And he is a master communicator. He has been talking to a lot of us all over the globe, including in Parthi students. He has given multiple workshops, he conducted many workshops and gave them. The third facet of him is a lot of YS know him. He is an advocate of YS, and he was 12 years for Region 7 YA advisor. And subsequently, he has been continuing, or he is national YA advisor for 12 years. Not only that one, in our region, he came multiple times, and I was incidentally, though I was not a YA, I was part of one of his workshops at, I think Sheetal's house, that YA workshop, I attended that one. Then he conducted YA workshops in Patti also. Then fourth one, which is very dear to him, is music. And you would see that he's going to play the guitar, and he's also a good good player of hammer, dulcier, I don't know, forgive me that one, but it's a modified version or offshoot of santur, which I know very well. So, and he has composed, he sang, he wrote, Swami has given him songs, so he has composed those things. With this brief introduction, I would request Brother Dr. Joe Saira.
There was a guitar hook up here. The guitar, oh, it's already hooked up. Thank you. Slides up, yes. I offer my most humble pranams at Swami's divine lotus feet with love, reverence, and devotion, and immense gratitude. Swami, I ask you to think, speak, and act through me and through each one of us here. Loving Sai Ram to all of you, dear embodiments of love. So happy to see so many of you. So, thank you, Swami, for allowing us to be together. And basically, my talk about how we can express our gratitude to Swami is exactly what our MC has said. By studying Swami's teachings and his actions, and striving with all of our heart, minds, and souls to put them into practice more and more in our daily life. And we offer this to Swami as our gratitude to him, and I also like the concept of installing his padukas in our heart. So, how many of you have heard the saying that too much is given, much is expected? Has anyone heard that? You think it's a pretty good one? Yes, I actually thought it was a fantastic one, and I was talking with Dr. Bhagia, one of Swami's professors, and someone mentioned that in front of Swami in an interview. And he said, yes, Swami, we thank you for everything. To whom much is given, much is expected. Swami looked at him, he says, no, that's not correct. He said, to whom much is given, much is demanded. So Swami has set with all of his love a very high bar, a high expectation. So Swami, we hope and pray, and we'll do our best to strive to meet your expectations. I'm going to talk about a lot of Swami's core teachings today, and this is one that some of you have seen, maybe most. For those who haven't seen, let me tell you a little bit about this picture. It really looks like it's Photoshopped, doesn't it? But it's not. Swami visited a number, I think the third batch of students, and actually Murli was present, so he experienced this in person. And Swami said, today I'm going to talk to you about loving communication. He waved his hand and produced not one, but 28 copies of this picture, because there was 28 students. 27 were in the classroom, but Swami knew there was 28. One boy was in the hospital sick. So he created one for each of them. And then he proceeded to say a number of things about this picture. He said, this is Advaita, which of course is non-dualism in practice. He said there's going to be a lot of good Swamis, and like this picture, you're talking to a Swami. You have to remember that you're a Swami, and everyone you speak to is a good Swami. I mean, is also a Swami. Now, the difficulty is when the other Swami is behaving badly, right? At that time, you remain the good Swami. So we have to remember we are Swami, everyone we meet, and especially the ones that are pushing our hot buttons. Does anyone have hot buttons? Family, friends, co-workers? So yes, those are the ones we have to especially remember. Now, his students have asked him, Swami, how can we do this? We can't remember all the time. I mean, tell us how we can do it. And Swami has said on multiple occasions, just start slow. Endeavor to see Swami in at least one person. And then the next day, another. And so it goes. And so practice makes perfect. Let me just give you a small example of how I do this. When I go grocery shopping, I make it a game to see how many Swamis I can see in the grocery store. And, there's so many places we can do this. Also, when I drive, a lot of times I get upset with drivers. And also, drivers get upset with me. And so I have a whole different attitude, When someone is driving crazy, instead of getting mad at them and thinking negative thoughts, I say, Swami, please be careful. You're going really fast. You just cut in front of me. Be careful. And Swami is, tailgating on my bumper and making me nervous. I say, Swami, I'm already going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. Okay, you must be in a hurry. I'm going to get over. And, Swami wants us to talk to him all day long and realize we're Swami. Swami is always with us. So talking to Swami all day long is a wonderful practice, and we can incorporate this in our lives. It will make our lives much more enjoyable. And that's the true reality of life. This is a song, actually, that Swami gave me. He gave me the melody first, which is kind of like a country bluegrass melody, and then he gave the words maybe a few months later. And I like this, and the reason I sing the song right now is because it's a perfect, think about that picture of Swami talking to Swami. The first verse helps us remember that everyone we meet is Swami. And we see that thing in the other person, that Swami is right before us. It helps us to spread his precious love to everyone, and of course communicate with love. And then the last verse reminds us about the other Swami that we represent, that we're also Swami. How would Swami act in this, situation? And then the middle one is something that I think we all do throughout the day. Swami is our role model, our gold standard, and we try and do everything the way Swami has done it. So please sing along with me. I think some of you know this. It's a unison song. Oh, dearest Swami, please help me see the Almighty in everyone. Help me to spread your precious love to everyone, everyone, everyone. Please sing along with me. Oh, dearest Swami, you're the best role model, you're the best that I've ever seen. In this whole world, wide world, wanna be like you. Wanna be like you, wanna be like you. Please help me love and to serve just like you. Oh, dearest Swami, please help me see that you and I are one. I know you're God, that means I'm God, yes I am. God, I am God. God, I am God. One more time. God, I am God. Thank you all for singing along with me. Thank you, Swami. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about the secret to happiness, and there's many secrets to happiness Swami has talked to us about. And Swami says, he said, happiness is union with God. And all of his practices we're thinking of him, right? And we're going to talk a lot about those teachings. When we realize we're Swami and we just picture this picture, by the way, you're all going to get a copy of this picture and many of the key teachings, and Shiva and the young adults will be handing out copies of this. You'll get a picture of this. And also there's some vibhuti that materialized on Swami's picture in Mysore at the home of Halayappa. And so you'll get that. It's so fragrant, beautiful. Anyways, so happiness is union with God, and we should practice gratitude. Now there's two things Swami says we should always remember. And one is, and never forget, and that is we should never forget God, and we should be grateful to everyone who's ever helped us. And who is number one that we should think of all the time, besides Swami? But on an earthly plane, people who should we be grateful to? Yes, our parents. And of course, the number one is our mothers. That's my dear mother. So, number one is a mother. Worship the mother as God. Worship the father as God. Then the spiritual guru, and then the guest. Her parents come first, and the mother comes first. Swami said that we can never pay back all the good that our parents have done for us. However, we should try our best their entire life and take care of them with love and devotion as long as they're alive, and even after they pass, to respect them with gratitude and appreciation. Now, one of Swami's teachings that many of us, including myself, need to focus on is to be cautious about being judgmental. Now, as you know, Swami, with his divine hand, has written many Vahinis, correct? What's the first Vahini? The Prema Vahini, yes. And in the Prema Vahini, in the very first chapter, the first thing the Swami talks about as our number one first spiritual sadhana is to not waste time finding faults with others, and instead focus on our own weaknesses. We're here to improve ourselves, not anyone else. And yet, most of us are really experts. We're professionals at finding faults in others, right? And Swami says when we do this, we should ask ourselves, what about me? As a matter of fact, when we criticize someone in thought, word, or deed, it's equivalent of us pointing at someone, even though we may not be doing it physically. Now, when we point on someone, what is happening? One finger is going out there, 3 fingers are going towards me. So Swami says we should ask ourselves thrice, do I have this fault in me? Do I have this fault in me? Do I have this fault in me? That's very, very important. And he said most of the time, the answer is going to be yes. So we should focus on improving ourselves. When we change the way we see the world is going to change to us, really. We'll see more good in the world. Mother Teresa says it in a beautiful way. If you spend your time judging people, you won't have time to love them. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I have a question for you. As far as any of you know, does God have any weakness, especially a weakness that might be beneficial to us? Raise your hand if you think God has a weakness. Yes, sir. Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true. You're right, dear brother. And this is another thing Swami has said about his main weakness. Prayer. Swami has said, and this is his exact quote, prayer is man's only prayer is our only strength, and it's God's only weakness. Okay? So I'm just going to give you a couple examples, and I'm sure all of you have hundreds of examples. I was present at a young adult retreat, the first and only zonal retreat that we had on the East Coast in Philadelphia. We had about 300 young adults from Canada, the United States, and from the West Indies. A young adult became seriously ill during the conference. I was called to attend to him along with two young adults. One was an internist from this region, Gita Govindarajan, Dr. Gita Govindarajan, and also a cardiologist. And he had, a regular heart rate very fast. It had a name of proximal atrial tachycardia. Anyways, the heart is beating so fast and irregular, it's not pumping blood properly to our body, and it's hard to brain function, anything. We were not able to help him, so he had to be sent to the emergency room. In the emergency room, even though they had the shocking paddles, and sometimes that'll convert the rate, didn't work. They put intravenous medications that normally convert, nothing worked. So when we heard about this, we told a few of the people that were the organizers, and the MC at the time was Heidi Daub, a young adult. She was the MC. And so she asked for permission, we gave her permission, to announce to the young adults, one of our dear brothers is seriously ill. Let's take 1 minute to pause and just silently pray for our dear brother. So we did that. We just paused. After 1 minute, we went back to the program. We then found out that precisely at that time we were praying, he spontaneously converted to normal rhythm in the emergency room. And they weren't doing any intervention at the time. They thought, what happened? This has to be a miracle. And it was a miracle, and it happened right at the time of prayer. So prayer is extremely powerful. I could tell you, I won't, but I could tell you almost for an hour, many instances like this, that I've witnessed miracles when I worked at Swami's Hospital for many years, and also in my own experience here in the United States. Now, although we should remember prayer for big ticket items like that when our parents or someone is seriously ill, we should also use prayer as a regular basis, as like a preventive and just to help us. So every morning, the Lord of the universe has given us a number of prayers to say, and you're going to get a copy of it for those of you who might not know the prayers, like in the morning. O Lord, I am now born from the womb of sleep. I am determined to carry out the task of this day as offerings to thee with the ever-present before my mind's eye. Let my thoughts, words, and deeds be sacred and pure. Let no one inflict pain on me. Let me inflict pain on no one. Direct me and guide me this day. Isn't that a beautiful prayer? It's a perfect prayer, asking God to guide us and direct us all day. Sometimes I repeat that prayer during the morning just to keep me focused on that. So like that, when the Lord of the universe gives us a prayer to say in the morning, he's given us a similar one at night. You're going to get handouts on that, so you have it if you don't know it. It just brings such joy and positive direction, and Swami will guide us. We just have to ask. Okay. So prayer for times of need, and also prayers throughout the day. It would be good for all of us. Now, this is a gospel tune. I love gospel tunes. Lad Botanov, who, by the way, provided all the vibhuti. He gets it from India, and he lovingly packs it into these little packets. He and I play guitar at the Oakland Sci Center, and we both love gospel tunes, so we sing a lot of gospel tunes. As many as we're allowed at the center. Okay. So sing this song with me, even if you haven't heard it. It's real simple. And this is giving God praise, and so this is our way of expressing gratitude to Swami for all the good he's done for all of us and all the wonderful teachings that he's given us. God is good all the time, God is good. He's so good to me. Whenever I need him, he is there. Whenever I call, he answers prayer. God is good, he's good all the time. God is good to me. One more time, sing along with me. God is good all the time. God is good. He's so good to me. Whenever I need him, he is there. Whenever I call, he answers prayer. God is good, he's good all the time. God is good to me. Thank you, Swami. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I guess I didn't have it in there, right? Thank you, Swami. Okay. A lot of us have thoughts. As you can see up there, 20 to 80,000 thoughts a day. Most of them are repetitive, the same thing we had yesterday and the day before, and they're pretty useless. And they're worries, negative self-talk, judgment and criticizing of others for most of us, maybe not all of us. But why not make more of those thoughts positive? Swami has said, thoughts are very powerful. Don't just say they're thoughts. They're actually real powerful things. Every thought is a seed. And the more we think about it, it's like planting the seed in the ground, watering it, and fertilizing it. And if it's a positive thought, it'll grow to a beautiful tree of happiness, gratitude, love. If it's a negative one, that's exactly what we'll bring into our lives. So Swami has said, and I read this hundreds of times when I go in the Western Canteen, there's a big sign, God you think, God you are. Dust you think, dust you are. So basically, as we think, so we become. And so we want to be very careful about thoughts. So when we practice gratitude throughout the day, being grateful for our parents, being grateful to Swami and his teachings, being grateful for all the people who have helped us in our life, none of us will be here without the help not only of our family and friends, but entire society. That attracts more good things in our lives. And so Swami has said that thoughts are the root cause of absolutely everything in our life. If we're miserable, it's basically based on our own thoughts. As an example, half a glass of water, right? If I'm a pessimist, oh God, how come I only got a half a glass? How come that's not a full glass? And I'm unhappy. That's a pessimist. If I'm an optimist, wow, I got a half glass of water. And I bet when I need another half glass, I'll get it. So same situation, two completely different. So as we think, so we are. And being grateful for what do we have, even if it's just a teeny bit of water in the glass, is a good thing. So whatever we focus on expands. If we focus on positive things in love for Swami in the world, that will expand. And so we want to focus on the positive. So let's pray that however many thoughts we have per day, we can make as many positive as possible. And Swami has given us so many ways to make our thoughts positive all day, and we're going to continue talking about that. Now, this one, the picture we showed, it was very difficult. I was part of the team that was to try and figure out what's the most important teachings of Swami for the Youth Leadership Program. How difficult that is. All of Swami's teachings are important. That picture of Swami, speaking of Swami, was one of them, and this is another one. This is one of the reasons we selected that. Everything Swami says is sacred is a mantra, right? It's scripture. And yet there's only one time I'm aware of where he said, listen up, this is important. And that's what we're going to talk about now. This is his exact words. He said, if your desire to experience Brahmananda, Satchidananda, the ultimate bliss, is sincere and pure, from this moment on, keep ever in your mind what I'm about to tell you. And then he gave us the 5 proclamations. So the 5 proclamations are embedded in this song, but you can also say it as a prayer. You're going to get a copy of the 5 proclamations that Swami has said, and also what he said right after it. I'll give you a quick cliff notes. First one is, I am God, I am God, I am no different from God. He said, repeat this to yourself throughout the day. Remind yourself of this throughout the day. The second one is the third line. I am the indivisible, the absolute supreme. Remind yourself of this throughout the day. Keep reminding yourself. Third one, I am Sat Chit Ananda. That means I'm pure being, awareness, and bliss. Divine, and then he said, divine bliss is ever to be kept in your mind. That's the ultimate goal. Go down to the second line from the bottom. That's the fourth one. Grief and anxiety can never affect me. Remind yourself of this always. The fifth one is I'm ever content. Fear can never enter me. And he also mentions to remind ourselves of that throughout the day. After he gave these 5 prayers, he said, most of you probably are familiar with the 5 pranas or vital airs, right? That is what sustains our body. He has said these 5 prayers will endow us with awareness of Brahma, the ultimate. And awareness of the Brahma is the same as the status of Brahma itself. Think about that for a second. I'm going to repeat it. These 5 prayers will endow us with awareness of Brahma, which is the same as the status of Brahma itself. That's exactly Swami's words. You'll get a copy of that. So I changed a few of the words around a little bit. And so if it sounds a little different than the version you heard, it's only because for the youth leadership program, we changed it around to almost be identical with exactly what Swami said. He gave this discourse on birthday time, November 23rd, 1983. Please sing along with me. I think you know this one. We'll just sing through it once. Okay, the guitar's out of tune. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's just do it a cappella together. It'll probably take me a few minutes to get that on tune. If someone wants to take this outside and tune it for me for the next song. Okay. I am God, I am God. I am no different from God. I am God, I am God. I am no different from God. I am God, I am God. I am no different from God. I am God, I am God. I am no different from God. I am the indivisible, the absolute supreme. I am Satchitananda Swarupa. I'm pure being, awareness and bliss. I'm pure being, awareness and bliss. I am Om Tat Sat Om. I am Om Tat Sat Om. I am love, I am truth, I am peace eternally. I am ever content, fear can never enter me. Grief and anxiety can never affect me. I am Om Tat Sat Om. I am Om Tat Sat Om. Om Tat Sat Om. I am God, I am God. I am no different from God. By the way, Swami talked to a group of Westerners, and he said you should repeat these prayers at least 10 times a day and watch the positive changes that will occur in your life. So that's what I try and do as part of my morning program. Now, Namasmarana is what we're going to conclude on. And Swami has said that whenever you have a spare moment, do Namasmarana. Now, some of you might be thinking, I'm too busy. I can't do that. So let me tell you what he told us in a private interview. There was 27 of us, his doctors from overseas, sitting in the interview room with him. And I was sitting at his lotus feet for like 2 hours. And one of the questions from one of the doctors, they said, Swami, thank you very much, dear brother. Swami, we're busy, we're doctors. We don't have time to do it all day. I'm like, how often should we really do it? You know what his answer was? Constantly, incessantly. So we're all busy, whether we're a doctor, a lawyer, a software engineer. So whenever we have a spare moment in the day, we should consider doing that. And believe me, if you think you can do it, you will do it, I guarantee. If you think you can't do it, you're also right. But I can tell you from experience, with practice, we can do that. Okay, and also the name of the Lord. Oh, let me just mention one other thing, just a short story. When I was sitting at his lotus feet, there was a lot of things happened. But anyways, at the end of the interview, I'll cut the story very short. During the interview, a doctor was bragging about me. They were talking about the free clinic we had just started, and they said, Swami, Dr. Phaneuf has done this with the clinics, and he's doing so much service. And Swami listened, and I'm sitting right at his feet, and he looked at me, and he said, yes, but sometimes you have thoughts that are not good. I said, yes, Swami. And at the end of that interview, and Swami did a bunch of things for me, but anyways, he created a bracelet, and many wonderful things happened. But on the interview room, after we left the interview room, we were on the veranda, and he was passing out vibhuti packets to everyone. He got in front of me, and he waved his hand, created vibhuti, and then he put his hand on my head for a long time, for at least 30 seconds. And then he proceeded to go to the lady's side and hand out vibhuti. For 1 year after that, almost exactly 1 year, there's no thought that is not good that could enter my mind. I can't even describe the state I was in for 1 year of grace. After that, thoughts that were not good started to come again, maybe a little bit less than before. And I had a practice with all of you have to do. Swami has given us many things to keep bad thoughts out, and one of them is Namasmarana, and so that is very helpful. During the question and answer, we can talk and discuss many other techniques, but that is one of my main techniques that I find very, very helpful. And when we recite Namasmarana, Swami reminds us the name of the Lord must be recited with awe and wonder, humility and reverence. And also, we should picture his form. And also, the smarma has to be constant. If we stop doing the smarm and it's helping us have good thoughts and keep bad thoughts away, if we stop it and we're not doing anything else, that will come back, is my experience. Namasmarana is the best medicine according to Swami. He says that we all have this in our backyard, and yet we run after fancy medicines and different health practitioners. It's okay to go to a health practitioner if you want, but we should always remember Namasmarana is the best medicine, and we should make sure we also do this when we're not feeling well, and when we are feeling well too. In this age, or Kali Yuga, Namasmarana is the only thing required to win liberation. What is the best antidote for overcoming anger and sorrow? Any ideas? What's that? That's very good. And also Namasmarana. What's the best way to melt away bad karma like the fog before the sun? Namasmarana, yeah. In addition to praying to Lord Ganesha, how can we overcome all obstacles? Namasmarana, yes. And the final one, what is the best shortcut to his grace? Sorry, that was a trick question. Swami said there is no shortcut to his grace. However, Namasmarana is the safest route, okay? It's the safest route. There's no shortcut. Okay, and the reason is because there's a lot of power behind tapas, penance, and yoga. And let me just give you a couple examples from personal experience. Before I came to Swami, I practiced transcendental meditation for 12 years, including the Cities program with the advanced cities. And so, when you're deep in meditation, it's like a 2-hour program. After an hour of meditation, you're deep enough, we repeat these mantras, and one of them is the body lifts off the ground. And, it is what it is, but the reason I bring it up is because Swami told me because I stopped meditation as soon as I met Swami, because he told me, this is not opening your heart to love. This is like taking a major detour off the main highway. He says, I have given you, okay, a very beautiful, simple highway. It's not just a highway, it's a super highway to me. The light meditation is what is best for you right now, not all these long meditations that will open your heart, bring love to your heart. That's what you should practice. Namasmarana, devotional singing. For you, you're a karma yogi. That 2 hours you're spending meditation, you should be mostly helping people. That's your dharma. And so there's other things like, I know a lot of people at retreats and other places, they give advanced techniques of, for instance, pranayama, right? Swami has taught the students simple techniques, but he has also said, there's no one alive on earth right now that's an expert in teaching pranayama. So if you practice some of the advanced techniques and you don't do it right, you can damage your lungs. So these are just a few of the things that may be the dangers of these other techniques. So be careful, not that you shouldn't do it, but Namasmarana is the safest route to Swami. And how to purify our hearts and minds. Now, of course, Namasmarana is the best way. Well, there's many ways. Namasmarana, Swami advises, is a wonderful way to purify our hearts and minds. And how does it happen? When we digest food, it happens automatically. We don't have to think about it. The same thing with Namasmarana. When we do Namasmarana, it automatically purifies our hearts and minds. We don't have to worry about how it's done. It's automatic. And also, this is one of my favorite. A lot of you are young, and you probably think I'm never going to die or it's going to be so long. Let me tell you, I'm 73. However, I've outlived many young adults and children because we never know when we're going to go, right? And some of them have been young adults. So any of us could go tomorrow, whether you're a child, a young adult, or others. So we should remember this, keep that in mind. If you do not practice applying the name of God on your tongue, you will not get the chance to say it at the last moment. It is only when you constantly think of God throughout your life can you recite his name at the last moment. Now we're going to end, before the question and answer, is with repeating this song. Song is the formula for Namasmarana. Repeat his name. Say it with love, reverence, devotion, awe, humility. Picture his form, the form that's sweetest on your tongue. My mother loves that saying. She's a devout Catholic. So for her, the form sweetest on her tongue is Jesus Christ. And then, so we're going to sing this, remembering this is also the formula. And thank you, dear brother, for retuning the guitar and for this long song. Beautiful. Okay. Sing along with me. This will be just one time through call and response. Repeat his name. By the way, we can have tabla and harmonium. Repeat his name. Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Say it with love. Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Picture his form, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. He is everywhere, feel him shining within you. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. One more time. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Sai Ram, 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 Ram. Repeat his name, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm not sure where I'm at with time. I hope I haven't run over too much, but thank you for your kind attention. Thank you, Swami, for guiding us. And I think time is for question and answer. Is that right? Or do we have time? Okay. Thanks. Yes, sir. Yes, dear brother.
Be happy, be happy, be happy. Always be happy. Can you give us some guidance on how to practice?
Yes, as that's beautiful. As a matter of fact, that's something that I've heard. Many people. Oh yes, Swami has said, "Be happy, be happy, be happy." And the dear brother asked for some guidance on how to do that. And many people have asked him that. Once Dr. Reddy gave a talk, mentioned the same thing. He says, "Swami, what can I do for you?" And a lot of times, many people, have ideas of big service projects that they can do for Swami. And, Swami is always happy, and his response is exactly what the dear brother said, be happy, be happy, be happy. However, your question was, how can we be happy? And all of us are different, unique, what makes us happy, but what makes me happy is just practicing many of all of Swami's teachings, actually, every single one of them. For example, if I forget Swami when I'm driving my car and someone cuts me off or does something, I get angry at them and I think thoughts that are not so good, right? But when I remember it's Swami, I actually have fun. I says, "Oh, Swami, wow, please be careful." Or, if I'm having a difficult conversation, if I think this is just a person who's difficult person, I'll have a hard time talking with him or her. But when I realize that's Swami, Swami's testing me. Can I pass this test, And, he says if you're really upset, and I can have him take a deep breath and think about it. If you're too upset, you might have to walk away. But there's so many techniques for that, is to see Swami. When I see Swami in the person, then all of a sudden love comes from my heart to their heart, and they can feel it. So all of these practices, for instance, service makes me very happy. Doing seva makes me happy. If I'm getting depressed with negative self-talk or something, I just remember all the good things that Swami has given me, the teachings, and all the things that I've talked about today, like Namasmarana. When I practice that makes me happy. Throughout the day, like on my drive here, we had a beautiful drive here, I was going between Namasmarana and when I wasn't talking to Shiva or his daughter Treyi, Namasmarana or repeating the 5 proclamations, and that made me happy. But for myself, because most of the time I'm talking with people throughout the day and trying to help them, I'm seeing Swami in them. And so actually to be happy, all these practices make me happy, but if for some reason I'm really depressed for something and having a hard time breaking out of it, practicing gratitude to Swami and everyone who's helped me in my life is helpful. Like first thing in the morning, one of my practices is to write down a bunch of things that I'm grateful for, And once I do that, then the other things tend to go away. And also when I'm thinking of God, singing to God, doing Namasmarana, nothing else fills my mind except for joy, So, dear brother, I don't know if that's helpful or not, but that's what I do when I forget Swami and when I'm not happy. Anyone else? Yes. Yes, Sham.
We say that I am God, I'm no different from God. But then I have all of these limitations and weaknesses.
Right.
So when we say I am God, I'm not different from God. But at the same time, I'm aware of my own limitations and weaknesses. So then it seems a little contradictory, and so I kind of, my adherence to the I am God kind of weakens, thinking that, yeah, you're God, but you're a God who gets angry, or you're a God who's impatient. So how can I overcome that to stick to the I am God, I am God?
That's a very good question, Sham. I tell you how I handle that because I've had the exact same thought. As a matter of fact, it's a lot easier for me to see God in all of you than to see God in myself because of what Sham said. I know what all my limitations are, but this is how I work it out. Sham, you and I and everyone else who has those thoughts, we're talking about our ego and our personality. We're not talking about our true self, okay? And we've been also programmed sometimes by our parents, our family relatives, that we're not good enough, and we have all these things. And that's true for your personality and ego, and it's true for my personality, that we have all these things. But our essence is pure bliss. And we've been programmed, and we also are guilty of programming ourselves that we're not who our true self is. And so basically, that's why, first of all, the Namasmarana is very helpful, but also these 5 proclamations. And also there's another teaching of Swami that may be helpful for you in this, because this is a question students have asked Swami and others. They talk about that picture, and they say, Swami, I can't do it. In many of his teachings, and so this I am God situation is, we can't imagine ourselves doing that. But it's something we've programmed ourselves to do. And so by repeating this, Swami said it's okay to pretend. I used to think that that's fake because it's not unity of thought, word, and deed, but he's actually told his students this. He says, if you can't realize you're God, by the way, the other technique I'll just segue to is, this helped me a lot, and then I'll go into what Swami has said, is for years I had a hard time with that. But see, that's part of the song, the last verse. Swami, I know that you're God. I don't think I'm God. But you have said that you and I are one. And Swami, I believe everything you said with faith. And so if you say I'm God, I believe it. So that's a true reminder for me, okay? But Swami has also said, and this is powerful, that if you don't think that you're divine bliss, that you're pure, divine light and love, pretend you are. He said that's okay. Pretend, and when you do that enough, you're going to have a tendency to believe that, and in the end, you'll realize that really is your true essence. So pretend, tend, and end are the 3 words he would give his students. Pretend, tend, and end. And I also talked the same thing, those same teachings, to doctors. I've been a communication coach to help doctors because many doctors, for some reason, have trouble talking with patients in a nice way. And actually, I've had some trouble early in my career too. I had lots of room for improvement and still do. But anyways, I was actually hired by Kaiser to be, in addition to dermatologist and some other administrative things, to be a communication consultant. And a lot of doctors said, Joe, it's just your personality. It's easy for you to be nice. But my job as being a doctor, make diagnosis and treatment. Being nice and being empathetic is not my thing. And I said, that's not true. Doctors should be. And don't say you can't do it. If you do, you'll be right. But just pretend that you're nice. Make it an Oscar performance that you're going to pretend to be a nice doctor. But you have to do a good job, or the patient will know you're faking it. But I said, if you do that enough, guess what's going to happen? All of a sudden, instead of the patients leaving your office unhappy, they're going to be happy. And guess what? If they're happy, you're going to be happy. At the end of the day, you're going to think, God, this feels good. I don't feel as exhausted as usual. My patients are happy, and for some reason, I'm happier. And so the more you pretend, you actually become kind and compassionate. You realize, God, I'm making a good connection with this patient. So I also told them that it's okay to pretend and act that you're kind and compassionate, even if you don't feel it. I said, if you do it enough with practice, you're going to end up being compassionate. And this is all about making you happy, too. But it's also serving your patients with love and devotion so that they get the best possible care. Because patients don't care how much a doctor knows until they know how much a doctor cares. So that's really true. I says, if they don't know that you care, they don't care how much you know. You're just a robot as far as they're concerned, who doesn't have any caring. So they only care about how much you know once they know how much we care, So anyways, does that help? Okay.
Sairam.
Sairam. Yes.
I just heard you say that when you have negative thoughts,
Uh-huh.
then Namasmarana is the way to go, right?
That's
So-
one of the ways, yeah.
One of the ways. Self-affirmation is one of the techniques that we use. So
Yes.
if I am God, then self-affirmation, is that like doing a Namasmarana of myself?
Yes, well, actually, you know, a lot of people call these 5 prayers the 5 proclamations, the 5 affirmations, or the 5 truth affirmations. So actually, I'm not sure if I'm answering the question precisely, but these 5 proclamations are actually reprogramming our monkey minds and our ego, you know, to our true reality. So yes, these are actually positive affirmations, and we can use other ones too, but I believe all 5 of these prayers are positive affirmations. But anyways, sorry I said but, and any positive affirmation that comes to your mind will be very helpful. These just happen to be 5 affirmations that Swami gave us. Does that address your question? I'm not sure.
I think it does. I still have doubts, but it does. It takes a while.
Oh, sure.
It's a journey.
You know okay. These affirmations are like a lot of things. When we're reprogramming our monkey minds and our ego, we've been programmed for however long, you know, we've been alive. And it takes a while to reprogram ourselves. However, positive affirmations of any kind, you know, there's books and books that have positive affirmations. All those things are very helpful, I think, for people. And because these 5 affirmations were given to us by the Lord of the universe, you know, they're especially powerful because it gets to the basis of who we are. And it's okay that if you have some doubts, because I don't know that I can, or anyone, even that anyone can, you know, convince. But the thing that one thing I've noticed is that we have to have faith in someone. And if we have faith in Swami and the fact that he's telling us that this is our true essence, because of what we think of ourselves and what Shama was mentioning and yourself, we have doubts. I think that after you do it for some time, you may start to experience it. If it doesn't happen right away, it's okay. Swami does say that this Namasmarana, when it purifies our hearts and minds and helps us understand our true reality, it happens automatically, and things take time.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Joe. That was such a great session, an engaging session. Thanks a lot for sharing your wisdom with us. You shared a lot of profound thoughts and teachings of Swami, seeing Swami in all the Advaita, the principal parents or first gurus or mother and father, we can never definitely give back what they have taught us. Don't spend time finding fault with others. Yes, easier said. Definitely something should all practice. Prayer is man's strength and God's only weakness. It's such a short but very profound line. I am God, I am no different from God. Pretend, tend, and end. Like you said. And in the end, like you said, one solution for all our problems, Namasmarana. We're all looking for that one thing. Thanks for sharing what Swami shared with us. Thank you so much. I would like to invite Swami Uncle, our regional coordinator, regional president, to felicitate our guest. Thanks again, Dr. Joe. and Shyam uncle. I, um, I do invite Brother Satish to give a summary of To Be in Tune with the Divine.
Humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dear Swami. Being in tune with divine. After Dr. Phaneuf's wonderful talk here, I think it's easier to do that. I think at least I feel confident that there is a path forward to doing that. But being in tune with divine, I'm going to have a trivia now, and I don't want everybody giving away the answer. We'll just lift your hands, no prompting. We will ask a few of you for your opinion, right? So we'll look forward to that. Can you show the trivia, please? What is being in tune with divine? Is it the study circle topic we've been having over the last few weeks? Is it the Sai literature, a book by John Heslov? Is it an instrumental music trivia or something? Or is it actually doing the service and being in tune so that we can be in tune with Swami?
So if you know the answer, raise your hand.
Raise your hands. I think we'll, first ladies first. There's Bharati Hariharan in place. I saw her.
Yeah.
So let's ask her.
Yeah. Bharti.
Bharti.
Quick.
Bharati will be the right person for that. No prompting, guys. No prompting.
All right. Is all right? Okay.
No. Let's pick one from here. Ujjwal? Huh? A.
Okay.
The
Good,
study
good.
circle
Study
topic.
circle.
Well, all A's. Okay.
Okay.
Which? Yeah.
Which A?
So that's okay. That's right. The first choice is what I'm going to give you next. Four. Seva project.
Good. Is Meghna here? Meghna, what is the answer for this? Okay. Shruti. Okay. None of this above. That's what she's saying.
None of the above. Okay.
Why couldn't? Yeah.
Instrumental music trivia.
this is
That's the right answer.
Yeah, so can we go to the next slide? Yeah, so for Swami's 100th birthday, right, like we have been doing this instrumental trivia. What we do is we are compiling a list of 3 bhajans, instrumental music, pick one line of each bhajan, combine it together and send it to our WhatsApp group. And we ask folks to guess the bhajans, fill it up in a Google Sheet. That's what we do, right? We are into the 32nd week right now. There are a lot of participants. Some of them are very consistent. They play every week. Some of them, they started the initial exuberance where they started, but slowly they gave up. And there are some who are new and they are very excited to join. So that's the trivia. How many of you have played this? Can you raise your hand, or you have heard this music at least? Okay. There are a lot, it looks like you have not done this before. So we are going to really play a sample here. We are going to divide men into one group, women into one group. If you guys know the answer, raise your hand, right? Prasanna, can we play this? So this is what we do, right? There are 3 bhajans here, one line of each bhajan, and you're supposed to guess it. This is what people do every week. So anyone on this side or the lady side who knows what bhajan it is, you can just shout out.
Go back to Bharati Hariharan.
Murli, Brother Murli, which bhajan? Yeah, the last one is Shirabdi Saina, that's right. Well, why couldn't you know this? So, no.
Vaikuntha is not allowed.
What is the first line? What is the first line?
Uncle will sing it.
Yeah.
You asked me to only guess.
Yes, okay.
Anyone first bhajan? Yeah, Ganapati Home, Jai Ganapati Home, that's right. What is the second bhajan? Anyone knows? I can give you a
One more
clue
time.
if you want.
Can you play one more time?
Can you play
Can
one
you play
more
one
time?
more time? It's an easy one. Yeah. There's one there.
No, no, no. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, can we go to the next one?
So, part of this, we've been getting a lot of, actually, amongst those who have participated, there was a lot of feedback. There were a lot of interesting feedback, and I thought we would take some time and share that with you. And so we made a small AV. So we have that for you. Let's look at it and enjoy.
You can't play the bhajan from the middle. Please play the first line.
If you don't give me bonus points for this budget, I am not participating next time.
Yeah, these clues are so complex. They are not at all helping.
I'm so resourceful. I searched Sai rhythms by Ragam and I found the answer. Isn't that so cool?
Venkat uncle, you can't give bonus points for just because she gave you an English and Sanskrit lyrics. It's the same bhajan.
Venkat, where do you find these clippings? Give at least 2 lines, please.
It's getting crazy and addictive. Whoever's playing these bhajans needs to use the metronome. I can't even tell what it is.
Venkat Anna, I did not read your WhatsApp message properly, Anna. I just posted the answer immediately out of overexcitement. How am I supposed to know there are 3 bhajans in one clip, Anna?
Sairam Venkat, sorry, this is not a valid bhajan. This is not in Sai rhythms.
These bhajans are so complex, I'm happy just getting 1 out of 3 right.
Yaar, why are you giving bhajans that no one ever sings at the center?
Can we go to the next slide? Yep. So when we started this whole sadhana, what we said is, we will recognize by quarter the person who's most consistent in answering the trivia. It has been 2 quarters, or more than 2 quarters. this person whom we are going to say, this person has almost participated in every week, right?
Sherlock Holmes of music trivia, I guess.
Yeah, the budget detective, right? And most of the times, this person has answered the budgets correct. This person also has given more than what we are looking for, right? Because there are certain budgets which are, you play a tune, and we think it is one budget, this person gives two budgets. So without any ado, the person whom we are going to recognize is Sister Ramya Rajagopalan. And I request Sister Sarojini to hand a small token of love to her. So what this sadhana really does is, right, one is when we put these clues together, I mean, like for me, it is a thrilling journey so far, looking at all the bhajans, taking the music and sending it to everyone, right? But as participants, people are always thinking about Swami. When they are looking at those bhajans, they play it again and again, that is one. And I have also seen they play it as a family, right? So basically, within a family, they ask, what is this clue, what is this bhajan and all. The other piece I have seen also is people are forwarding it to their friends and families outside of United States too. So it is, people are really getting into it, right? So if you are playing this game, continue playing it. And if you have not played any time, still we have around 68 weeks to go. So please jump in and participate. Saira.
Next is the DSC Vedam classes. This is something we initiated in August of 2023. And since then, our goal was twofold. One is to expand the knowledge of Vedam to our extended family here, Swami devotees, to have more people understand and learn Vedam. And more importantly, there is Swami's 100th birthday coming up. And we want to have 100 Veda chanters chanting Rudram. That's the goal. So we started this in August, and the classes have been continuing on a week-to-week basis. And it's required a lot of dedication and volunteering from a number of people here. And on this day, Guru Poornima, of course, we want to dedicate and mention the people who have actually contributed to this. This is happening even during summer. So even though we started off with, with the number of registrations, of course, SSC is off this time, but they're still continuing to have more than 30 people joining and learning this. We also have a daily sadhana, Monday to Thursday, where we have a half an hour session of Rudram being chanted where everybody is participating and listening. Again, there's always, we encourage people to do that, but this involved a number of people, like I said, was teaching, volunteering, and advising as well. So we are going to quickly mention the teachers here. Vijay, Prasanna.
So if you're here, please stand up, please.
Please stand
We want
up,
to recognize you, thank you.
Yeah, Vijay is out of town. So Vijay, Prasanna, Prasanna's up there in the audio booth. Chakri, Aru. And then Navneet.
Navneet, stand up.
Navneet, stand up, please.
Chakri.
Srinath.
Srinath.
And Satish, myself. And Gauri and Janaki. Okay. And then there is advisor Srinath Uncle. That's Aram. And then volunteers will be Josna, Lakshmi, Manisha, and Sai Krishna.
And Dev Kumar too.
Kumar.
So give a big round of applause for these guys.
So far we've covered Shivopasana, Gayatri Mantram, the Sarvadevta Gayatri, as well as going into Rudram. Rudram is in progress now. We hope to make progress over the next several months to get to the final end goal here.
If your name is here, we have a small token of love for you. After the bhajan is done, like this are the blue bags, whatever you see here, pick one, that's for you. So all the Vedam teachers, advisors, and volunteers, that's our token of love. Thank you. Saira.
Thank you.
Om Shri Sai Ram. How about a big round of applause for a very creative devotional team here? They are keeping us alive. They are keeping us challenged. They are keeping us very spiritual. So, to summarize Dr. Joe, what he said, always on Namasmarana mode through music. So, I think, thank you, Swami, first of all, for enabling such a wonderful team of volunteers and officers here. Like, all the wings, this is what they do, day in, day out. I won't say put out the programs, but being very creative about how we tune into Swami. So very aptly titled as Be in Tune with Divine. Yesterday, we also did one seva on part 1 of Guru Poornima. If any of you participated yesterday's seva, can you please raise your hand? We would like to acknowledge you for being there and helping pack snack bags. Around 1,000 bags we packed yesterday for network ministries. This goes for the children whom they are supporting, and we intend to continue the seva as much as we can. So we were able to, I think there are about 25 people turned up, and we had a wonderful sadhana, for 1 hour we were able to finish everything. We did it right here in Annex, so thank you, Swami, for that opportunity. This was our tribute yesterday and today to Swami as our Guru and our beloved Lord, for enabling us to be just here and think about Him. I think that itself is a blessing. Let's talk about more people who were to thank for. Would like to thank Tarita. Are you here? Tarita. For the beautiful cartoon, I think. Get up, please. So the cartoon that you all saw, that's what she did it. So, Sairam. So not only her, thank you so much, sweetheart. So not only her, I think the entire center is coming together. Young adults, the SSC and the adults put together. That's what the next program is going to be. It's a unified devotional effort led by our devotional team. Very nicely done, tied in the knot, and really I'm amazed and thank all the volunteers who have come for innumerous practices, to kind of get this right. Otherwise, our devotional coordinator will not leave us to go home. So it was very nicely done, and all the instrumentalists who supported the program, they were also there for all the practices. The narrators and our very new MC, upcoming MC, Sailesh, thank you so much for taking us through the program. So most importantly, the person who started the session today, after Swami's stotram, very beautifully tied by Dr. Joe Phaneuf. Thanks a lot. In our center, we are reading Premavahini chapter 22 and 23. Your entire program tied all of it together. I was sitting and listening, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. This is the question we asked. This is what he's answering. I think people who are attending the study circle regularly, wouldn't you all agree? It was very beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Swami, for bringing you here with the right message, that what we need for today, and giving us such musically and so lovingly with your humor and beautiful stories. I think we have heard many before, but I think a gentle reminder and a nudge was very much needed today. I am God statement was very important for all of us today. I think it also similar concept was laid down or reminded by Dr. Sola last month. So I think every month Swami makes sure he's sending his very choiceful instruments, his chosen instruments, chosen instruments to come and say, it's your gentle reminder. Don't let it go. I have to thank our regional service coordinator, Brother Shiva, for driving him all the way. They have a very busy schedule in Austin. They opened a free medical clinic yesterday, so congratulations on that. And we all hope to go. We'll be very closely working with Brother Shiva for the Unity Clinic too. Shortly, whenever they open up for all the centers, we'll go and serve them. And one way for us to also show our gratitude and love to what he does is, anytime he calls for tree planting, please raise your hand and start driving there. So we are marching towards 1 million trees. That is a tribute to Swami as well. So thank you, Brother Shiva, for all you do. And without one last thing, and then I'll go and sit. You will see, we have to really thank our food volunteers. As you know, Every food today is been home cooked. It's been catered to Guru Poornima standards, like no onion, no garlic. So make sure that you take one packet, like a to-go box, before you leave. Kindly do not open. We are not equipped today to serve anybody inside the premises, number one. Second, again, we have to thank Dr. Joe and Brother Shiva for bringing us the material that he talked about. He said, you will get this, you will get this. So there are few copies of the quotes that he told and the prayers that he told, and a picture of Swami, the Advaita picture, with vibhuti, special vibhuti from Mysore Srirangpatna. So it will be one per family. So please make sure that you pick up when your Sheetal and Shambhavi will be distributing it as soon as you go outside in the lobby after the Aarti. Anything else? Okay. Sairam, everyone. Enjoy the next part of the program, and then see you all next week. Sairam.
Sairam, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great time. We have an excellent devotional program coming up for you next. I'll keep this short. During this part of the program, we celebrate our Guru by reflecting on his teachings and singing his glory through bhajans. Our immense gratitude to all those who have contributed and are present today in singing the glory of our Guru. Please sit back and enjoy this wonderful program. I'll now invite our speakers, Brother Ganesh and our sisters Shloka and Parimala, to narrate and lead the program.
Dear Bhagavan, we bow down and offer our humble salutations at your feet. Please accept our pranams as we dedicate this program to you. O Lord, you are our Guru. You are our teacher. You are our spiritual leader and our guide, ever leading and protecting us. You are the Supreme Lord. You are the embodiment of countless auspicious qualities and boundless joy. You are the sustainer and protector of those who seek refuge in you. You are the infinite ocean of compassion, and we bow to you.
Bye. full moon day in the month of Ashada is celebrated as Guru Poornima. In the word Guru, Gu stands for darkness and ignorance, while Ru represents elimination and removal. Dear Guru, you are the dispeller of our darkness. You teach us how to bring positivity in our lives and remove ignorance from our minds. You are the embodiment of Satchit Ananda, existence, consciousness, and bliss.
भवभयहरणा श्री साई देवा गुरु है सच्चित आनंद देवा आनंद देवा श्री साई देवा अरुणा रमणा श्री गुरुदेवा अरुणा रमणा श्री गुरुदेवा शेषारमणा सद्गुरुदेवा शेषारमणा सद्गुरुदेवा अरुणा रमणा गुरुदेवा भवभयहरणा श्री साई देवा भवभयहरणा श्री साई देवा गुरु है सच्चित आनंद देवा गुरु है सच्चित आनंद देवा आनंद देवा श्री साई देवा आनंद देवा श्री साई देवा अरुणा रमणा श्री गुरुदेवा शेषारमणा सद्गुरुदेवा अरुणा रमणा श्री गुरुदेवा भवभयहरणा श्री साई देवा
The guru or the teacher has always been considered next to God in many cultures. It is said the first place is reserved for the mother, the second for the father, the third for guru, and the fourth finally for the God. The scriptures say Mata, Pita, Guru, and Daivam. The first guru for a child is the mother. Her compassion, her unconditional love and support gives a strong emotional foundation to a child. The second is the father, who is admired by the child for his strength and knowledge. Next is the teacher, who leads him and guides the child through the maze of worldly knowledge. However, the guru, who is the spiritual preceptor, alone can open the inner eye and clear the mind of all worldly illusions.
तेरे चरणों में चरण मिले रोताए प्रभो साईं तेरे चरणों में तुम हो मेरे मातन का तुम हो मेरे तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम।
Guru Poornima is a day to celebrate and pay gratitude to our teachers. It also commemorates the birth of Veda Vyasa, who is credited for authoring texts such as Puranas, Mahabharata, and Vedas. It is believed that Lord Buddha gave his very first sermon on this full moon day. Ever since, his followers worshipped him with devotion and dedicated this day to Buddha. Mahavira got his very first follower on this very full moon day as well. As a result, he officially came to be known as a guru. Lord Shiva came to be known as a guru as well, after imparting knowledge to the Saptagiris, or 7 Adigurus. Saptarishis. Hey Bhagavan, you are our Vedavyasa. You are our Buddha and Mahavir. You are the one who imparted knowledge to the Saptarishis. Swami, you are the indweller of the body and mind, and every atom of body is filled by you.
Dear Sai, you have time and again reminded us that anyone who follows your teaching sincerely and who yearns for you constantly is your real student. Please bless us to be that student by removing all the obstacles which blocks us from moving closer to you. Dear Lord, we are pleased to obtain this knowledge directly from you and realize the sacredness of the extraordinary bond between the Guru and the Shishya. We bow to you, the Supreme Lord and the Teacher.
Blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. Sai Baba is watching over us.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. Sai Baba is watching over us.
We are here to sing His sweet name.
We are here to sing Your sweet name.
Let the light of Your glory shine on us.
Let the light of Your glory shine on us.
Bless us all with Your presence, Gurudev.
Bless us all with Your presence, Gurudev.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
No more tears, no more sorrow, no more death.
No more tears, no more sorrow, no more death.
Banish the darkness with Your love.
Banish the darkness with Your love.
We are born in the golden age of Sai.
We are born in the golden age of Sai.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. Sai Baba is watching over us.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. Sai Baba is watching over us.
We are here to sing Your sweet name.
We are here to sing Your sweet name.
Let the light of Your glory shine on us.
Let the light of Your glory shine on us.
Bless us all with Your presence, Gurudev.
Bless us all with Your presence, Gurudev.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
No more tears, no more sorrow, no more death.
No more tears, no more sorrow, no more death.
Banish the darkness with Your love.
Banish the darkness with Your love.
We are born in the golden age of Sai.
We are born in the golden age of Sai.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed.
We are blessed, we are blessed, we are blessed. Sai Baba is watching over us.
On May the 25th, 1947, at the age of 20, in response to a letter from his brother, who was concerned with what Swami was doing, Sri Satya Sai Baba wrote a letter in which he disclosed his mission. As we are gearing towards Swami's 100th birthday, the premise of our Sai 100 initiatives is derived from the following divine words from that Swami's letter. He says, I have a task to foster all mankind and ensure for all of them lives full of bliss, which is Ananda. I have a vow to lead all who stray away from the straight path again into the goodness and save them. I am attached to a work that I love, to remove the sufferings of the poor and grant them with what they lack. I have a reason to be proud, for I rescue all who worship and adore me aright. I have my definition of the devotion, which I expect those who devoted to me to treat joy and grief, gain and loss with equal fortitude. This means that I will never give up those who attach themselves to me. So, Swami, show us the way. Show us the way to be part of your divine mission.
Sadguru Dev राह दिखाओ प्रभु
सद्गुरु देव राह दिखाओ प्रभु
सद्गुरु देव राह दिखाओ प्रभु
सद्गुरु देव राह दिखाओ प्रभु
In the next part of this offering, we immerse ourselves in his teachings and how we strive to practice them as sadhanas through the various activities of the Dallas Sai Center. Swami, you have taught us that there is no equanimity of mind without remembering the Lord's name or without meditation. However, you have also reiterated time and again that we can make no progress without loving devotion to the Lord and receive no liberation without service to the feet of the Guru. Thus, in the Dallas Sai Center, we are intensifying our sadhana towards your 100th birthday. We are singing your glory through our 100 home bhajan session sadhana. We are also doing individual sadhana by offering 100 hours of service to the community. For it is only by serving mankind that we can really serve you. Here is a bhajan that is very dear to you, sung many times by you to teach us this very concept again and again.
have taught us that time is God, food is God, and money is God. All good work is God's work. You have also said, hear no evil, talk no evil, and that is the way to God. Oh Prabhu, how can we wander off from the path you have created for us to reach you, Bhagavan? We are sincerely trying to participate in our monthly devotional sadhana. A few other sadhanas we are adopting towards your 100th birthday are doing daily prayers, meditations, and limiting the usage of our electronic devices, and dwelling deeply into your Sai literature. Oh Lord, you have taught us that earth, water, and air are God's gifts to humanity, and that we need to express gratitude to all. Isa Vasya Upanishad says, Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam, which means God is present in all. You have taught us to show compassion towards all living creatures. Oh dear Prabhu, you are the nature. You are the embodiment of compassion. You are the embodiment of Atma that resides in our physical body and the divine principle. Oh Saima, we want to express our love and gratitude to you by actively participating in the 1 million tree planting initiative, implementing reduce, recycle, and reuse best practices at our Sai Center as part of our EnviroCare initiatives. Please, please remind us that everything is divine and teach us, advise us on how to put ceilings on desires.
as we recall your teachings, we feel truly blessed to be guided by you and to live in the golden age of Sai. How can we ever be thankful? We offer our body, mind, and soul to you. We joyfully sing your glory. Use this body to serve you. Use this mind to remember you. And use this tongue to chant your name. Dear brothers and sisters, elders and children, let us all join and sing these words from the Divine Himself.
मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम दुस्तर भ्रम सागर तरणम मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम भजरे गुरु चरणम दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः
O Guru, take our love and let it flow in fullness of devotion to Thee. O Guru, take our hands and let them work incessantly for Thee. O Guru, take our soul and let it merge in oneness with Thee. O Guru, take our mind and thoughts and let them be in tune with Thee. O Guru, take everything and let us be an instrument for Thee.
Vaheguru, 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 Jai Bolo. Satnam, 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 Jai Bolo. Ya nitya japiye tere naam Jai Bolo. Satnam, 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 Jai Bolo. Ram, 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 Jai Bolo. Rama, 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 Ji Bolo. Nitya nitya japiye tere naam Ji Bolo. Krishna, 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 Ji Bolo. Nitya nitya japiye tere naam Ji Bolo. Nitya nitya japiye Krishna naam Ji Bolo. Vaheguru, 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 Jai Bolo. Satnam, 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 Ji Bolo. Nitya nitya japiye tere naam Ji Bolo. Satnam, 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 Ji Bolo. Ram, 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 Ji Bolo. Rama, 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 Ji Bolo. Nitya nitya japiye Rama naam Ji Bolo. Krishna, 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 Ji Bolo. Nitya nitya japiye Krishna naam Ji Bolo. Nitya nitya japiye Krishna naam Ji Bolo. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal 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 Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai. Vaheguru, 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 Jai Bolo. Satnam, 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 Jai Bolo.
Om Tat Sat Shri Narayana Tu Purushottam Guru Tu
consume itself in the fire, scattering light and the warmth of love to all around me. And at the end of it all, let there be nothing left of me to keep me from merging in you.
The Lord of the universe is here. Swami Satya Sai is here. Come to save devotees everywhere. Come to bless his children everywhere. Born and Purnapati. The Lord of the universe is here. Calm and tranquil like the moon, shining with divine inner light, filling all with bliss at his side. He is always serving those in need, answering the prayers of विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थ मोक्षप्रदानं महाविभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि। ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविर् ब्रह्माग्नो ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मसमाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं हरिर्दाता हरिर्भोक्ता हरियन्नं प्रजापतिः हरिर्विप्रशरीरस्तु देवो जयते हरिः। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।